a selection of moulds here today. There's this set here, which comes as a set on Temu, and this is a Tealight holder, and the sails sit in there. And I've also got this boat mould. So I'm going to mix and match a bit today. I'm not going to be using that bit, and I'm going to pick 2 of these to use. I think I'll use those 2 and get rid of those, and we're going to make something different by mixing these moulds up a bit. So I want to make a sailing boat out of these, so I'll just go and get some resin mixed up and then we can get started. I've mixed up some Apex high gloss finish resin, and I'm just going to separate that into 2 other little pots. I am an affiliate for Apex, so if you want to get yourself some discount, then go ahead and use the code all aboard. Right, so I've got 2 pots there, and I'm going to add to that some of the Create and Bloom hydrangea in one of them. And in the other one, I'm going to use the Create and Bloom Almost Midnight. So while I'm mixing these up, I'll just quickly mention that this video today is part of the Wet and Wild collaboration that's been organised by Casey over at CWV Artistry. So please go and check her out as well, and all the other videos will be in my description box. There'll be a playlist there for you to click on, and you'll be able to go and check out everyone else's. Right, so that's that blue mixed up, and then I'm just going to mix up this other one and put that in there. Get that mixed in. And these blues, they come from the Wild Swimming set from Create and Bloom. Create and Bloom do some lovely sets of pigments. Absolutely stunning colours. So that's that one mixed in. And then for this one, I'm going to add, let me just pop these lids on first. Oops, put that on the wrong one. That's that one. And then pop that one away there. And then in the main mixture of resin I've got, I'm going to use Puffball by Create and Bloom. So let's get a stick and get a nice helping of that on there. And then I'm going to get this mixed in. So I'm going to go for like a marbling effect with these colours today. And I'm going to start by pouring the boat. Get that one done first. So I'm just making sure I've mixed this in well. Make sure you mix your pigments really well, otherwise any that's not mixed in will sink to the bottom and it just won't set. So you do need to mix it in really well, the same as you do mica powders. So that's nicely mixed in. Let's just give these 2 another little stir. That's that one, and then that one. So now I'm going to move this over, just get rid of that stick for a minute and get rid of that stick. And then I'm just going to drizzle some of these 2 colours in with the white. So a bit of that one, and then some of that one, and then pour this into the mould. Oh, pretty. Right, just going to add a little bit more. So some more of that, some more of that, and then same again, top that up. So that's that one done. Mixed up way too much. Right, so I'm just going to push that over to one side for a minute, and let's just tidy that bit up there. Right, so now for the sails. So I think I'm going to do one sail with this blue. So I'm going to pour that in there. So while I'm doing this, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers and all my new subscribers I've had recently. Thank you ever so much. I do really appreciate all of you. And thank you for all your lovely comments. That does mean the world to me. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Right, that's that one. And now to do this one. Put that in all those little lines there. Sorry if I'm going a bit quiet, I'm just trying to concentrate. Oh, the wind's picking up today. Don't know if you can hear that. Right, nearly there. Just want to get a nice dome on that. So that's that one all done. Right, so I'm just going to find something else for the rest of this resin, and then I'll see you back for demold. These are all queued up now, and I did have lots of extra resin left over, as you can see. There's a little gathering of moulds here, so let's get the extras demolded first. Put those ones to one side for a minute. So we've got this little turtle. Oh, he's lovely. He's turned out nice. So that's that one. And we've got a little tiny little boat. Oh, that's cute. So that's that one. And we've got, let's do the little shells. One of those. One of those, or two of each actually. There's that one and that one. So they're pretty. And what else have we got? Let's do the anchor. Get this one out. Ouch. Did I cut my thumb again? No, I didn't. Just caught that in time before I chopped my thumb again. That little middle bit out. Don't forget to put your moulds back in the right way. You don't want to leave any little odd creases in them. That's my little anchor. That's adorable. And then we've got a little pendant. Ooh, that's turned out pretty, like that. And then we've got a little ring holder. So let's pop this one out. Come on, out you come. Oh, that's nice as well. So your rings sit on the fingers. That's pretty. Right, so that's all the little extras. Let's put them to one side. I'll do those in a little while. Right, so now for the main boat. So there's our first little sail, and then second little sail. That's a lovely deep navy blue, that. I love that. So they will sit like that. Nice. Right, now for our main boat. Let's get this one out. Just release those sides. Oh, I have to get this one out off camera, I think. So I need my belly. I need my belly for leverage. Right, I'm just going to get this one out off camera and then I'll be back. So that's the boat all demolded now. That marbling's come out lovely. Love that. Very pretty. Right, so these sails, because I've under-poured these, I don't know if you can see, there's a lip going around all there. And so I don't have to file down all these awkward little edges. And it's the same on that one, because I need that one to sit that way and I need that one to sit that way, but I don't want these sharp edges, so I'm going to dome these using some of the Apex UV resin. So I'm just going to go all along these edges and dome these, and because it's got that little lip, it's not going to go anywhere, which is good. So I'm just going to do this for both of these. Go down there, all the way down there, fill that bit in there, and along these bits here. And then I'm just going to use a dotting tool. Where's my dotting tool? And then just get all this to the edges. And then that will take away all those sharp edges there and take the hassle away of having to either use the deburring tool or file them down. So that's that one done. Might need just a tiny little drop. No, that's all right. So I'm just going to do the same with that one and cure these under the UV lamp, and then I'll be back when that's done. That's both the sails done now, so they're all ready. And for the mast, what I've done is I've just glued 2 lollipop sticks together using some super glue just to give that a bit more strength. So now I want to stain this, so I'm going to use some rosewood alcohol ink. Just going to pop some of that into a dish and then add some more 99% alcohol to that. And then I'm just going to stain the stick using this. Oopsie daisies, nearly knocked it over. So that would be the mast. Get that all covered. Turn it round and just do the other end. A little bit more. and then cover all of that so it looks a bit more of a deeper woody colour. Right, so I'm just going to let this soak in now, let this dry, and then we can do the next bit. That's all dry now, and I'd like the sails to have some movement in them. So I've drilled 2 holes in the wood there. There's one there and one there. This sail I've drilled 2 holes in line with that. And this one will be okay because I can use these sections here. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to pop a jump ring through that hole and then attach that sail with the jump ring. Close that back up and then do the same on the bottom. So pop that through there, find the hole, and then through that bit there. Oh, fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Come on, through there. Right, that's that one done. So now they can move. So I'll just do the same with the other one. So that's both the sails done now. So they flap about. So next I've got a chrome marker pen and the rope on the boat, the detail here. I'm just going to highlight that using this chrome marker so that detail shows up a bit more. So I'll just quickly do this. So all the way along there, around that bit, and then along there. And I've already done the other side because you really didn't need to see me doing that twice, did you? So then I'm just going to highlight these little knobbly bits on the end of the boat. So a bit on that one and a bit on that one. So that's highlighted that detail, and I do love blue and silver together. And now I'm thinking that I'm not really keen on that colour of that mast. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can colour the mast in silver. What do you think? Looks better, doesn't it? So you don't need to see me doing this. So I'm just going to quickly do this and then we move on to the next bit. This is all dry now, and I have gone round the edges of the sails as well. So while I was waiting for that to dry, I did finish off the extras. So that's the pendant all finished now, and I've put a little magnet on the back of the turtle for a fridge magnet, and I also put a magnet on the little boat for a fridge magnet. The hand I don't need to do anything to, that will just sit as it is. And the little anchor, I've just put a little hanging rope on that. And the shells, I'll probably use those in the boat. So to set this sail in place there, the best way to do that for it to set really quickly, for me to hold it while it's curing, is to use some polyurethane resin, because that really sets up quick. So I'm going to be using Polycraft FC100 from MB Fiberglass. I've put part A and part B in a pot because I find it easier to decant that way. So I'm going to put part A in there first, and this is measured by weight. So I'm going to do 40 grams of each. So that's 40 of that one, and then 40 of this one. And when you're using polyurethane, you need to get everything ready first because it does set up really quick. So make sure you've got all your stuff ready. And then you just need to stir this for about 30 seconds. Don't need to stir it any longer than that. And when you're stirring it, after a while you will feel the polyurethane getting warmer. You'll feel it in your hand. So just a quick stir with that. And I can feel that getting warm now. So I'm just going to hold this sail in place where I want it, and then pour this in. I might as well use it all. And I'm just going to hold this in place now while that sets. So I'll see you when this is all cured. This is all cured now, and that's how it's looking. So the sails move, so pleased with that. And I have made another set of the shells out of the polyurethane resin. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use these little beads and just fill up my little boat with those. A few more in. I could possibly set this into resin, but I'll just do it like this for now. So I'm just going to pop some of these shells in here, and a couple in the back there, a white one, and a white one up there, and let's just put blue one there and a white one there. So there's my little boat done. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and please don't forget to click on that playlist and go and check out all the other lovely makes that have been made for the Wet n Wild collaboration. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.